Well, good morning, everyone. It's Michelle at Michelle's Ink and Stamp It. And this is video number 4. I've lost the first 3. I got a new phone, and for some reason, I am not able to figure out how to keep the video running. So I'm going to have to keep trying it. But I had a bunch of things that I would like to show you that I had done on the other videos. So I'm just going to bring these back out here. This was from my friend Joni, and she gave me this beautiful tablecloth. She just said it is mine to rip up whatever I want to do to it. So she did this in a class where it was a plain color, white or cream or whatever. And so she was practicing on making indigo dye, and it is a beautiful color. I hope that the camera picks up how gorgeous it is, but it has lots of different areas where there's really dark, where there's really light blues, and it is beautiful. So I will have circles to be able to cut out. I will have little flower shapes. These, I could actually cut them out into individual petals so they look like the leaves. There's a flower in the center if I want those. So yeah, so there's that. And then she gave me this little piece of lace here, and also this. And this is a complete circle. There is no where it's stitched together, so it was crocheted into a circle, which it is gorgeous. So let me hold it up there so I think you can see all that. And then let's see if I can get one of these, because she gave me a ton of these. There's like 7 or 8 of these. And it is, see, I saw the end here somewhere. I think it is also crocheted. And so there are strips, like I said, there's about 7 or 8 of these. And these are about 10 foot long each strip. So this is 2 of them here. So yeah, really cool stuff. And then this piece is a circle as well. Let's see if I can find, or maybe, no, is this a circle one? Yeah, it is. So it has, this is a lot smaller. So I don't know if this is like needle tatting or if it's still crocheting. I don't know what you consider that. I think that's the back side. This is the front side. It's always hard for me to tell. Okay, so this was cut off something. Like it went around a tablecloth or something. This was the edging to it. So this is gorgeous. So I can hardly wait to do something with that. That'll make some cool pockets in my journal. And then this is a little doily, or a little part to a bigger piece. And then this, check this out, you guys. This was a collar. So you got to figure out how this goes here. I think I can get the whole thing in the camera. But can you believe that? Make sure I've got it on the right side. No, this side is the side that goes up. Excuse me. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry. I say I blow the roof off when I sneeze. So yeah, that's the little collar piece. Isn't that cool? I just love it. Some of it you think, oh, can I really cut that up? I don't know that I can. But I might be able to use it as a whole piece on one of my journals. So I have that. And then I got, that was all from Joni. This was one of the pieces that I got from Brittany over at Redeemable Junk Journals on her live sales site that she has. So this was an apron, and it had a bunch of holes, and this lace was all the way around the edging, so I cut that off first. And then it did have some stains on it and stuff, so I just got my instant coffee out, made up a cup of it, and threw the whole thing in the cup, and then hung it out on the clothesline. This was the band to the apron. So when I cut it off, I thought, oh, that's a perfect size for a to go around my junk journal. And so this lace will get used in projects. This will get used in projects. I have a couple pieces of it here that I could put, you know, that when I tore the thing off it, and I might even just tear this whole edging piece off and use it in another journal. So I have that. Okay, so then what I am using those for is journal covers. So this was actually video number 1 of the 100-day projects. So I lost that too. I lost the first 3. So hopefully number 4 is going to be will be it. So I put fabrics together that I wanted to use on the covers. These are just cardboard boxes, food container things. And so I just cut a bunch of them up and want to cover them all so I have them ready to go for journals, excuse me, when I'm ready to go. So hopefully I said, hi, how are you? Welcome to my channel. How are you all doing? Hope you're doing great. This is a cover that I covered this one. And so that in there. And then this one, I actually did with you in the first journal, because this was the first one that I had ready to go. This was some lace that, let's see. Oh, my sister-in-law gave me this. So I had a big pack like this. Sorry, let me open this up and I'll get this out. Once people find out you want this stuff, it's like it starts coming in droves. So she gave me all this big amount of lace and these doilies, or I guess they could be pieces to put together, could be coasters. So I got a bunch of those. There was this one. Be cute on a journal spine. A little hanky. I love these things. These are great for making pockets and doing different things with. Every time I see a hanky, I think that was my job when I was young. I had to iron all my dad's hankies. They were folded and put up because he had a hanky in his pocket at all times. Then there was this big piece of eyelet, which I just love this stuff. It's like a table runner or a dresser runner or whatever you want to call it. So I have all that to be able to use. Again, that'll make perfect pockets and all kinds of goodies there. And this is another one of those. Yep, if just let your friends know that that's what you're looking for, all of a sudden. You'll have way more than enough. Let's see. I think I'm gonna add on there. Okay. So I covered this with just some plain green. Put the lace on. This has a couple of different colors to it that I've already glued down some of it. This was a mold that I made, so I have several things that I've done. This is one of the molds too, so it's a big moth, and then this is a frame. So that I have done with toilet paper in the molds, and I have a whole video on that, and I'll link that in the description below. This is one of the toilet paper molds that I use, and then I just kind of rubbed some ink on it, and I think it was the ice spruce color. So, and then these were some materials. This is old mattress ticking that I got from Brittany over at Redeemable Junk Journals. And this was, I got this at In Stitches, the fabric store. They had a bunch of remnants of this, so I bought that. And then this was from Brittany over at Redeemable Junk Journals too. This was some fabric I had, and this was one of the fabrics from Redeemable Junk Journals that I got there. This little piece of has been floating around on my desk for probably over a year. So I thought, okay, that's getting gone in there. And then the inside of this is, I went to an estate sale, Shelley Warner, and there I found this check register that she had, and it was a huge ledger of all their checks, and I think I have 3 of them, and they start in, this one was from 1949. I think they go to 53 and as early as 45. So I just lined the insides with these. This fit in there. So all these fit into each other, which truly amazed me that it would do that. This, I don't know what kind of box this was, but it has like a suede feel to the outside of it. It's got like a material feel, but it's just a plain cardboard box. And these were 2 of the squares that I had gotten from Brittany at Redeemable Junk Journals. She, these 2 coordinated, so I thought, well, I'll put those together and use them somehow in there. So, and by the way, this was all the first video number 1. I did all this with you. And then this was a book kit from My Porch Prints. So I used that on there. Some little box. I don't remember what the box was. And then this was, you know how you get your waxes for your wax seals, the little wax beads. So it was in a container inside this box. So I thought, oh, that's cute. That'll just make a nice little journal. So this is some old fabric that I had. I had made part of my daughter's dress with this back in the 80s. And this was some fabric that my sister-in-law had that I used. So who doesn't love a good sunflower, right? Okay, so this was all video number 1 showing you this. So this was an old scarf too. I had the whole scarf, but I've since cut it up. I used strips of fabric to make a skirt around this old sink that we have in our cabin, to, you know, go around the sink, so you can't see underneath it because it's just the sink at the top and there's nothing underneath it. so you don't see all the plumbing and all that stuff. So, okay, so that was number one. Number two was putting all these tags together, or just, I have this, put this down here because I'll be using those in a minute. I have this basket of little pieces and trims and just little things that I can use on the tags and papers and all that. So I had made, let's see, I think I should probably go the other direction with it. So this envelope I started out with, so I just took a junk mail envelope that I had opened up. It had a big rip in it, but I covered up the rip with the paper so you can't see it. Did the inside, and this butterfly is on these butterflies are glued to the inside too, so you always have something peeking out. So I have that, and then I did this envelope where I haven't glued it together yet, and I'm not sure how I'm going to use it, but I backed it with this piece so that I could put it in my journal if I wanted to, just to give it a little strength. Plus, it doesn't just have the white on the inside there. So this is what it looks like. I think it was on one of the freebies that I had gotten off of one of the sites, and I'll try to put a link to that below too. Then this tag was, this is from a leftover piece that I had in that little tray that had, this is a check from Lorna Taylor over at Taylor Made Journals. This was a fussy cut piece that I did. This was a, oh, and I backed it with packing paper from Amazon. This was some music paper that had some printing on it. The bees are from Studio 28E over at Sherry's Etsy. I'm on her design team. This is backed with coffee dyed paper, and I just folded that piece over. This is one of Sherry's papers too. And I backed it at that estate sale. I got this little book that had this paper in it, and it says, this field book is manufactured of a high-grade 50% rag paper having a water-resistant surface and is sewed with Bing Special Enamel waterproof thread, made in the USA, and the copyright is 1914. So it's let's see if I can, Deitzgen Engineers Level Book number 10F. So, and it's, some of it's just written in, but not a lot of writing. And then all the rest, I've just been taking it apart as I needed it, but all the rest of this is all blank. But gosh, is that perfect to back things so that you can still write on them, but have the old, that old feel to it and look to it, the papers. So that's that. Oh, and then this was Sherry's, I think the Fairy Day book had words in it. So I cut fussy toward the wings out, put that on there. And this was from Medieval Mirage, and I backed it with a piece of Studio 28E paper. This is a paper from Lorna Taylor, and I backed it with, or I cut it out on the Cricut with presentation paper. More Medieval Mirage and coffee dyed paper. This was the little piece left over from the top of that tag, and I thought, well, I can make another tag out of it. So that has Amazon paper on the back of it, Amazon paper on the back. This has coffee dyed paper. This is Sherry over at Studio 28E. This is one of the pages that I got in one of my things that I copied. A little postcard. This one I just did in the last video to show you how I was doing the tags. So this is a paper. I backed it on this. I printed it on the parchment paper, and it was just some lined paper, probably from Bohemian Crafting. And then in my little books here, I have several types of things that I can choose from to put in there. This is where that's where the label came from. So I just have all these that I can use. So there's that one. And then I also have here the hole reinforcers. So that's what I used here and on the back. And on this one, I used the blue ones. So this was just a little piece of paper in there. That was some little ticket, central car. And then the butterfly, I put those into my Cricut and have the Cricut cut it out. And then this is how I do the hole reinforcers. Genevieve Designs, she does this thing where she puts the hole reinforcers, she colors them, you know, with the sponge. And then you just run over it with the glue stick real willy-nilly. And then you put the foil paper over the top of it, rub it in, and some of the foil comes off on there. And it just gives you that neat feel to it. So that's how I did those. And then I just had this piece sitting up on my desk, so I just put that on there and it worked perfect. This one was a book page. And then I, at one of the estate sales that I went to with Shelley, got this book, and it's just like an almanac. So I have, I got this photo and this little handbook. So that's cute too. So, and I just put those on there and then put the hole reinforcer on it. And that's that. Okay. So that is videos 1, 2, 3 in a nutshell. So this will be number 1 video, but it'll include 1, 2, and 3 because I have all this stuff that I've done already. I'm trying to keep them down to about 25-30 minutes videos so that it doesn't keep you long, but it gives you some ideas. And I'd love to have you join me. So come on back if you get a chance. Please like and subscribe over here. I'll put a couple videos you might be interested in here. And I will see you soon. Everything will be in the description below. And see you tomorrow. Bye.